appreciate you guys coming out tonight, and let's see, if we have anyone here who is, if this is your first meeting, or if you have not yet signed up for our email list, we have a sign-up sheet over here on this table with the sign there. Email is one of the chief ways that we communicate information about our upcoming meetings, coming up topics, speakers, things of that nature. Also, we do occasionally try to send out grassroots information alerts, especially right now with the Texas Legislature in session, and just other pertinent information. We don't flood your inbox. We try to keep it no more than once a week, and usually it's even less than that. Also, we are active on social media. For those of you that are familiar with Facebook and Twitter, we do try to have a presence on there as well. We also have donation boxes there by the door, and the one that is marked Church of the Nazarene, that will go to New Heights this month, but just because that is our normal location. If you would throw a few bucks their way, and just an appreciation of them letting us meet here, but then also would really appreciate any donations you would like to provide for our group. We are completely nonprofit. Nobody involved with this organization makes any money doing this, but we still do have costs of operations, such as our website and our email campaigning and things of that nature that do take some money. And so anything you can contribute, we would very much appreciate. There's also some information, flyers and things on this table right here. And so feel free after the meeting to look that over and help yourself with that information there. We also have some coffee and water and candy out in the lobby.
It gets you going. It's an artwork microphone.
And let's see, I think I've just about covered all of that. So once again, thank you to New Heights for allowing us to be here. Tonight's featured speaker is JoAnn Fleming, who is the executive director of Grassroots in Tyler. Tell you what, we got a treat for her here tonight. She's an absolutely powerful voice of the Tea Party movement, as well as like conservative circles in Texas and really across the nation. And so it is absolutely wonderful to have her here tonight. Look forward to hearing from her. Really quickly, we will be back at Church of the Nazarene next month. That is our regular meeting location. But again, simply this is just a brief hiatus here for this month. But we will be back first Monday of every month is our normal meeting locations. And I'll go ahead and save the rest of my comments and reminders for after JoAnn speaks. So we're going to go ahead and have her up here. She's going to speak for a little bit. We will have our customary question and answer period afterward. And so save your questions there. And then that will be a good part of our presentation. And then once she's done, I'll come up and we'll have a few closing announcements and remarks. And then we'll be done. So without further ado, please welcome JoAnn Fleming.
I wondered why this place looked familiar to me. I kept thinking, I think I've been here before, but I was used to the First Church of the Nazarene. But it's because this is where you guys started, and I came early on. So, you know, after you've gone across the state of Texas speaking, every place begins to look familiar to you. So, anyway, thank you, Justices Worthen and Neely for being here this evening. We appreciate the fine work that you both do for the people of Texas. Okay, this evening I hope that when you had dinner, that you had some dessert, because I didn't bring dessert for you. This presentation, I liken it to probably, if you think back to the ickiest vegetable that your mother or grandmother ever tried to make you eat. This is pretty much it. And while I would like to give one of those presentations that lets you know that everything's just fine, you don't have anything to worry about in the state of Texas where your government is concerned, I cannot do that. So I'm here to tell you a few things that other people won't tell you. We're here tonight to pierce what I call the Texas fairy tale. You know, the one that tells you that Texas is the most pro-life, that Texas is the most predominant leader in Second Amendment rights, the leader on things like E-Verify, the leader on fiscal sanity. Just not true. And I'm about to show you why I believe that. And I will also tell you that I told Jeremiah that I would send a PDF of this presentation so that you don't have to trust me. You can look at the sources from which I got my information, and you can find it for yourself. Because I absolutely believe in what Ronald Reagan said, trust but verify. You know, he was talking about the Russians then, I think. But I will tell you that it's a good exercise in personal responsibility to check things out for yourself. So now, you know, this presentation is about what I call the Austin Cartel. And so for those of you who are not familiar with what we mean by the Austin Cartel, those are the people that are not necessarily interested in your freedom and liberty and in your wallet. You're preserving some of the money that you make. So I will tell you that the Austin Cartel is a parallel at the state level to what Senator Cruz calls the Washington, D.C. cartel. We have plenty of special interest lobbyists with progressive goals. They don't care anything about a constitutional limited government, and they like big government. They like, you know, and a part of this would be what I call big government Republicans. Big government Republicans like big government as long as they're in charge of it. And they spend money just like Democrats do. And so anyway, so they're part of the Austin Cartel. Big business interests that care not of what happens to small business. A lot of the Chamber of Commerce governance, not necessarily the small businesses that might belong to the Chamber of Commerce, but I'm speaking of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and they're the big lobbyists that come out of there. They're the people that like open borders and cheap labor. Some of your economic development groups that